Hello everyone, welcome back to another little update. First of all, I need to make a bit of a correction to my last video regarding the DR5000 control center, DCC control center, and running the Z21 app. I did say on it that you needed the computer on all the time if you're going to be running the Z21 app. And someone contacted me just asking to sort of clarify that, and I sort of came up here just to have a quick check, and actually it turns out I was wrong. So here I have got it switched on. All you got to do is press the green button to turn it on. Right, so at the minute the laptop isn't plugged in, it's actually up there and not plugged in at all. So I'm running this completely just off the digital control center. I've connected my iPad up to the Wi-Fi that's built into that, and if I press on the play icon, you can see if I change a route, changes all the points, and if I try and control this a little bit, you see the 1F, off it goes. Let's see, switch to the bannier, off it goes, and yeah, you can change points how you like, so that all works without needing the computer on. The programming, CV programming, that also works. I've tested that. That works fine. So again, the only thing that I don't know whether it works or not is the driver's cab management, and that's with the Roco locomotives that have got a camera built in. I don't know about that because I haven't got one, so I can't test it. But everything you need to control your layout you can do without needing the computer on all the time. What you will need a computer for is when you set it up in the first place, just for configuring your Wi-Fi and getting the protocol right, and getting your IP address and updating the firmware on it. So as long as you've got access to a computer that you could use once in a while to update it, it's fine. You can run the rest off the Z21 app on an iPad or an Android device. I find that the iPads and iPhones, although more expensive, the app is just slightly more reliable from the testing that I've done. Obviously that can chop and change due to firmware updates and stuff, but software updates. But I thought I'd let you know about that. Also, the wireless controller, that also works absolutely fine without the laptop on as well. So you don't need a laptop on or computer on all the time connected to that, only just setting up. So actually, in that regards, it's actually a lot cheaper to have one of those than it is to buy a full-on Z21. That is connected through a LAN connection to a wireless bridge thing, which then connects to my router at home. Okay, track plans. This is my current thinking, and to be honest, it's not really going to change anymore because I've kind of changed it so often that I'm kind of bored of doing that now, and I really want to get on with it. So this is the current plans. So we come out here from the fiddle yard. It's quite near near the back, unfortunately, but there's nothing I could do with that because of the curves going into the fiddle yard. So comes out of a sort of a tunnel or something, whatever, just there. Runs along here, and when we get to about this point, this whole section and that bit there drops down. So hopefully I can do some interesting scenics with that. But come out, nice single track, sort of main line or whatever. We have here an access to a future industry. I've not designed the track work for that, and I don't know what sort of industry I'm going with, so I've just left it as a straight bit of track for now, and I can just change that later when I get nearer to doing that part. So I'll just sort of leave it as it is for now. When I build the track work, it will just end about here, and I'll just leave that and do that a bit later. So we've got a nice curve here. It's quite a generous curve. I think it's around 40 something inches radius, so nice and gentle. All the curves have transitions to them, so it's, you know, it's not like they're suddenly just like going along straight and suddenly turning. It's a nice sort of, I've tried to make it pretty gentle as much as possible. So we come around here into the station. Currently set up for a double platform station. I might go for a single platform, I don't know yet. I think double platforms could add a little bit more interest, because I can have two passenger trains there meeting or something, so it could be a bit more interesting. Then it goes back into single track and then back into the fiddle yard. Behind this station we have what's going to be the goods building. Got a little bit off there where I might put a cattle dock, I was thinking. Got a head shunt just there, and then an area sort of like coal, I think. And then for now I've added this kickback, which is probably going to be like another little industry, I think, just sort of to add a little bit more interest for the shunting for the goods trains, because we're having to be working goods from, you know, wagons from different angles, so I don't know whether I'll keep that yet. It depends how it looks when it's all down, but it's just an idea at the minute. But the idea behind it is that it's nice and simple. It looks really, you know, should be quite nice scenically, because it's just going to be a lot of countryside. Up here, probably like do like a village or a small market town maybe, or something. I don't know yet, but try and do something interesting with that. And that's pretty much it. It's like I say, it's pretty basic, but I've tried to add in enough stuff that it's at least, you know, it's quite interesting to operate, maybe, hopefully, without going too overboard. So hopefully it'll go alright. I've never sort of tried making anything this large before, especially with hand making track. So I don't know how that's going to work. it might go all horribly wrong yet, I don't know, but give it a go, I suppose, see what happens. So that's all that for now. I don't think there's anything else to add. I've already gone over the Z21 app, done this. So I think the only other thing to say is that I don't think I'll be putting out another video before Christmas, so I'd just like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hopefully see you in 2018, and hopefully see some progress happening on this layout. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.